All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from Austin, Texas. My name's Will DeFreeze. To my left, David, the human blackout rage gallon Ruff.
I'm about to present something to you guys, and I want you to guess if this is a real Daily Star headline or a fake Daily Star headline. Wildest spring break moments caught on camera as U.S. students go on booze-fueled rampage. Spring break is the perfect time to let loose and escape the day-to-day, but scorching temps and seamlessly endless supply of alcohol can make for unbelievable moments. Real or fake?
That's real, though.
That's wordy.
I was reading it right off of the...
That's
I saw
wordy.
it, yeah.
I read the byline too. Just because I like that.
I'm going to go real.
That sounds so sick.
It's so funny because I could see being fascinated by U.S. students, U.S. American students, on spring break if you're not from here.
Oh, I think there's a fascination of, and I think there used to be, I don't know if it still exists, but there used to be like a fascination with like fraternity culture. We have a friend who lived in Scotland, and she was really excited for us to have a red cup party, as she called it.
That's funny.
And we were like, yeah, we can buy some red cups.
You think Borg's gotten its way over there yet? Or?
Dude, I don't know.
Of course, I never participated in spring break because it is for GDIs, of course.
Spiffg'day.
Happy Spiffg'day to all who celebrate. Will?
I heard some people saying that you're actually NF because you didn't dominate spring break.
I ended up going on a spring break the next year.
What's the frattest thing you
I
ever
legit
did
saw
on spring
you
break?
on spring break.
Yeah. The frattest thing I ever did on spring break?
Yeah, I bet Randy's done something fratter.
Dude, I could, if I said it, it would incriminate myself, so I'm just going to keep it to myself for now.
Dude, I heard Randy was in Panama City just drinking fucking Borgs in 1-inch inseams.
They're calling him Bjorn Borg.
Dude, can you imagine that ass stuffed into 1-inch inseam shorts? My God.
Oh, falling out the back.
He wore some 2-inch inseams to the retail therapy South
Yeah,
by.
yeah, he was getting short with it.
Damn.
Randy, what's the frattest thing you've ever done on spring break?
We got kicked out of our room night 2.
Dude, that's so
Yeah.
sick. What'd you
Yeah,
guys
dude,
do,
been
bro?
Yeah.
Been there.
What'd you guys do?
Dude, that is so sick.
Well, one of our pledge brothers, who was a foreign exchange student from Japan and had that moolah, went next
From
door
where?
to Japan. Went next door and got a room at the Ritz-Carlton. I never stepped a foot
I would have
over
become
there.
best friends with that guy for the next 3 days.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, dude? Dude, we should hang out sometime.
Wait, you said it was next door?
Yeah, we were at the Marriott and we got kicked out night 2. It was pretty frat. But luckily, a lot of our fraternity was still in that hotel too, so I was able to stay with another person.
Were y'all just punching hole in the drywall?
I can go more into it if you really want to, but
Did you guys have a beer funnel, bro?
yeah.
Is it not a beer bong anymore? Is
I
funnel
don't
like
know.
replaced it? Funnel seems so formal.
I used
We
to
had a
always say
Bongzilla.
beer bong, but funnel became a term that was thrown around the Grand X office a lot, so I just kind of adopted both, I think.
It's like saying frisbee versus disc.
They said funnel on that
I say Discman.
that Murdoch documentary. Remember I told y'all about it?
Dude, it's Murdaugh.
Yes.
I
Just
refuse to mispronounce
Alec Murdoch.
Alex Murdaugh's name.
Yeah.
What's
Fuck
his
that
deal,
guy.
dude?
Ooh, I started the Malaysia flight doc last night.
Really?
Yeah, not the best thing to watch like immediately before bed
Yeah.
because it's quite the
Dope.
mystery.
Dope or nah?
Through what? There's 3 episodes, I believe. Through one, yeah. I mean, it's
Did they get the prime minister for any interviews?
he's a significant part of the first episode, but he doesn't do any. He does not speak to them privately.
Of course, there are some conspiracy theories about the flight, David.
Did Mugatu have
Yeah,
anything to
I
do
know.
with it?
Maybe we'll do that on the next touching base. Which, by the way, we dropped yesterday.
Wow.
We didn't talk about Malaysian Airlines, but we did talk about other things.
I mean, I talked about whether or not Wayfair is mashing that child trafficking button.
Has he been cloned? People have been asking that.
Are G5 towers giving you COVID-19?
5G towers even.
What did I say?
G5.
Is that what I said?
Yeah. Yeah.
5G.
Dude, you need to calm down on the Borgs in the morning.
I have been drinking.
You're just twisted.
I have been drinking a lot.
What was in
this
your
morning.
Borg today? Don't even talk to me until I put my electrolytes in my Borg.
Babe, what's wrong? You've barely touched your Borg. I'm sorry.
If I could make my ideal Borg right now, I think I'd just do like Tito's, Concord grape flavor of an electrolyte company that probably doesn't want us promoting this, and I don't even know.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
I'd like to add a little carbonation.
Carbonation.
Maybe, is it out of bounds to get Sprite and all of its 68 grams of sugar and mix it in there? Or you just go water, sparkling water?
I just mix my Sprite with promethazine.
Really?
I can't even imagine. Like, can you imagine Dylan? Like, he walks onto the tour bus. He looks over. Lil Wayne's right there. Lil Wayne's absolutely faded off of his lean. And then he asked Dylan if he wants some, and Dylan's like, "Dude, there's so much sugar in that. Or, no way, no way."
If Lil Wayne offers you some lean, you're drinking the lean.
I got to tell you, never enjoyed lean.
You had it?
Yeah, I mean,
like, yeah.
But I just didn't enjoy that. It's basically, I didn't enjoy that feeling. I was like, I don't really want to be out feeling like this. This is more of like I'm sitting at home not doing anything.
Did you double cup it?
Triple cup.
Because you know it leaks through.
You don't need to triple, dude.
Triple's
two
the best.
2 styrofoams is already bad enough for the environment. My God,
I actually came up with the double cup thing.
Really? That was you?
Yeah.
Were you doing it while doubling down?
Yeah, that's exactly how it went down. I was like, hey, I need another cup. And they're like, no, you don't. That one's fine. Like, that's styrofoam anyway. It's bad for the environment. And I was like, and they're like, why are you tapping the table? Because I'm doubling down. Hit me.
Really?
And they did. Rest is history. That's kind of my contribution to hip hop.
I did not know this about you.
What's your contribution to hip hop, Dylan?
Yeah, go ahead.
You don't even have one.
Yeah.
You got no bars.
Mm-mm.
You got no hose.
I got hose in different area codes.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Name one.
Name an area code?
This is what he does.
Name an area code?
He does not.
You have 0 hosts in
210.
no area codes.
Down San Antonio way. Got a hoe down there.
West Texas way?
Yeah, West Texas.
You got living out there on a tough shed on your buddy's 4-acre plot.
Pretty close to a little place I like to call Picos. Hey, whenever you're ready to intro me, I'm ready to tap in real quick with something.
Dylan Shivery, ladies and gentlemen.
Real quick, big shout out to my man Bobby, who you may remember from the Worst Stuff story where he broke his leg in Thailand. And if it's the one I'm thinking of, he's lucky to still have the leg.
That leg, man.
Wasn't there a Mexico one too?
Probably.
Okay.
Bobby was so kind enough to send my son Parks a binder of Pokemon cards after I shared with the class last week that his was emptied out by kids at his school. So, Bobby, you're the man. Thank you. You are my listener of the week.
Do you have any offers? You did put it up on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
No, the homie gets all of it.
Dude, it's crazy. I dropped Fritz off at school the other day, and I wanted him to like kind of drip out, and so I put like a Rolex on him, and like some kids stole it, and like just bummed, man.
Kids stole
He's a little young for a Rolly.
Your 2-year-old son's Rolex.
Yeah,
I
dude,
guess
they
he's
took his
almost
Yachtmaster, and like it's just a bummer.
Oh my God.
I know.
I'm sorry, man.
I know.
Dave, did anybody steal from Rhodes recently?
No, but someone did send me a binder. It was.
Dude, didn't they steal his fitted golf clubs? What?
Did that actually happen? I'm like trying. Like, it sounds like something that's happened. But
No, I'm just trying to get you some new sticks.
Imagine stealing a child's golf clubs. That's low.
I was just thinking how you get all the good stuff from the listeners, but I would be remiss if I didn't shout out to the listener who sent me binders full of women.
What kind of women?
Just potential employees for my my capital company. It's called Bain Capital. If there's a struggling business out there, we'll buy them and like fire everybody.
What to buy you?
It's kind of what we do. Anyway, that's a real cool reference that many people are like, "Yep, good stuff there, Dave." What are we doing today?
Give me your money. This is my bank.
Put some soul into it.
Why'd you just do a Klein reaction? You went,
Klein's got some Love Island takes.
Yeah. He's not afraid to share them either.
Hey, if you're not watching Love Island, I don't know what to tell you. I'm having so much fun with it.
You're a big old dum-dum, basically.
Dude, it's all winding down, man.
Maybe you just don't have 12 hours a week to commit to it.
You didn't watch last night. It's not winding down.
I'm telling you.
It just ended. It's over in the UK, and we were 2 weeks behind schedule. It's definitely winding down. No, I'm not talking about in terms of action. I'm talking about just the season is.
The action.
The end is near. The end is near. We barely knew we definitely know everyone way too well. It's been about 50 episodes.
Yeah.
I did the thing where I got home at like 11 last night and tried to put it on. I got swatted out of the gym.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Can't wait to watch it tonight, though. Back to back.
Oh, you tried to put it on in bed?
Yeah, you know what it is.
God, it's Red Lobster night, man.
Yeah. Man, I woke up early this morning to get the bag.
Okay.
I was an early bird. I ended up just getting the worm. You guys familiar with this early bird CBD product? They have gummies.
Yeah, we did a South by event with them.
We did. We activated the brands. If you're not familiar with early bird, these things are incredible. People absolutely love them, myself included. As far as sponsored things that we've ever used on this podcast, I would say that the volume at which we've used early bird is it's higher than most sponsors.
If I told you that you could have the best sleep of your life by simply taking a little gummy and relaxing and enjoying just getting a little high at the same time, would that be something you'd be interested in?
I mean, yeah, I'm talking about early bird right now for sure.
Then you might want to check out Early Bird.
That's what he's doing.
Dude, they have 2.5 milligrams of natural THC and 12.5 milligrams of CBD in each gummy. These things are great. Just a cool little buzz to chill you out. It's wonderful. Some people use them to pregame. Some people just use them before they go out at night and get a little lit.
Some people take them before Bob Weir concerts.
Dude, that's facts.
That's what I do.
That's facts. These guys are based in Austin. They were our first ever sponsor. They've supported us throughout this. And like we said, we just did a South by event with them. We love the Early Bird guys. Head over to earlybirdcbd.com, use code BACKER, and get 20% off everything. If you used our code before, I got some great news for you. This code is new. So you can load that card up, make that happen. earlybirdcbd.com, use code BACKER, 20% off everything. Dave, you've been to Florence, right?
Florence. Oh, yeah, Florence. Sorry. Firenze. Yes, I have.
Va bene. I've famously been there too. Dylan, you ever been to Florence, dog?
I've been all over Italy, but we skipped Florence. Probably shouldn't. Probably, you know what? Next time I go, I'm going to hit Florence.
Well, you ain't met Dave's Italy yet.
A lot of people said the statue of David is actually this David right here. This
No,
body
Dave, you got all that ass too?
I was born in 1984.
The body is identical in every single way. Is that true?
I think I would take that, right?
Yeah, he's ripped.
I mean, like,
he's not stacked, but he's ripped.
Stasia Datskovska. Stasia Datskovska.
I hate this.
You kind of crushed that.
She's an NYU student who studied abroad in Florence. And she hated every aspect of her semester abroad.
Okay.
This is a widely panned article for the noted website Insider. INSIDER, Dylan. And this young lady is getting scorched on Twitter for writing a very tone-deaf column about her time in Firenze. Dave, how does this echo your time while you summered there?
Let me start by saying this didn't have to get published. This didn't have to be written.
Dude, would you have published this on PGP, or would you have I would have protected her and been like, "Hey, we can't run this. We ran something similar to this a couple weeks ago."
I would have to do the balancing test of, man, this is going to get so many hate clicks versus, man, people are going to really, really roast the author and their platform. That being said, it's one thing if you don't have to enjoy every place you visit around the world. That's fine.
You took this one personally, didn't you?
No, I did. I didn't. But let me just start by saying this. When I was there the first time, the first summer, I was like 19 years old. I was a total idiot.
Piece of shit.
You were a piece of shit.
I like, dude, I mean, I think the people I went with hated me.
I knew 20-year-old Dave.
It wasn't great. But that being said, I did not have an experience like this young lady. Let me give you a little context on what went wrong for her trip first. She imagined potluck dinners with her roommates, summer flings with people who would call her Bella, gelato that dripped down her fingers in the heat, and natural wine that paired effortlessly with good conversation and better prosciutto. I gotta say, paints a great picture there.
Sounds like a great summer.
It's good
Sounds like
writing.
a great summer.
That is good writing.
She's a good writer.
I too watched Talented Mr. Ripley. I too did that. It sounds wonderful. How'd it pan out for her?
She did not like living with 7 people.
Which is not Florence's fault.
No, this is part of, it's just what you do. I stayed with 5 dudes in like a tiny little flat. It was fine. So
Sounds fucking hot.
My favorite part is how disgusted she was with her roommates who riddle me this. Is it crazy to be mad that they chose to take $20 flights to places like Croatia and Munich for Oktoberfest? Because to her, it seemed like an exhausting form of escapism. Her words, not mine.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you flew for almost free to some dope.
She didn't even
locations.
go. That's the thing. She didn't even go.
No, she wanted to stay back.
Escapism.
She wanted to stay back and just chill.
And then check out this shade. I was convinced my peers were doing it only to freshen up their social media profiles and make their friends back home jealous.
Yeah, that's a big
probably
part
of it.
It's a huge part of it.
But also, like, hey, man, I don't know when I'll ever come back to Italy because you never know. So, or Europe, I guess. We'll go anywhere.
I'm so sorry for photo documenting my trip to Italy.
Insane.
Quote, I'm not quite sure who I resented more during my stay in Italy, my American classmates or the locals. The latter is often described as soulful, charming, and overflowing in hospitality, but I could provide concrete examples of them being hostile, inconsiderate, and preposterous, Dylan. For example, one time, 2 women were talking about me on the bus, looking at me up and down and scoffing, and there were a couple of incidents of verbal confrontations. I started to protest by presenting myself to the public in a way I knew that they'd hate.
Again,
they were probably noticing her smug-ass demeanor.
I started wearing American brand athleisure, Nike Air Max 97s, and oversized hoodies. The Italians rolled their eyes as I passed them on the street.
First of all, Florence is extremely friendly to English speakers and Americans. 100%. And if you don't think American...
I didn't get that experience.
If you don't think that American athleisure or American athletic culture has like worked its way into their fashion, then you ain't met my Italy yet.
She also just admitted to like asking for smoke. Like she wanted to be annoying to people there, and she is commenting on their being annoyed by her. Which
again, I was probably the biggest D head in Italy.
Yeah.
And
Deadhead? You listened to a lot of Dead at that time?
People were great. No, but I like this, that most weekends she stayed home while her classmates burned themselves out with travel. During those lonely weekends, she says she ran along the Arno River, popped into free gallery exhibits, and cooked with ingredients she found at a local vegetable market.
sounds lovely.
She was left in the apartment completely alone. This lack of human interaction didn't help me feel optimistic. Yeah, because you chose not to go to Croatia with the squad.
Yeah, you isolated yourself.
Imagine skipping
For
out on
$20.
Croatia. Imagine not going to Munich and doing Wiesenkogs off of your boys.
Well, dude, she said she wanted to travel to learn more about herself and explore ways to shape her life after graduation. And since most of her classmates were looking to go to sex shows in Amsterdam and getting wasted in Ibiza,
Sounds
she traveled
awesome.
alone.
I promise you, her friends had a much better time than she did.
Dude, one of my favorite, I love doing this. It's just something cute I do when I go on vacation. I really like going to like a local place and just doing it big F you to their culture by being as American as possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I found it always makes me feel embraced within the community.
Do you think she wore a back-to-back World War Champs shirt?
That would be sick.
really immerse yourself in the culture.
That would be
there.
sick.
She sucks,
dude. I heard she was.
This is the call out, the writer call out at the end from the editor Insider. Do you have a powerful or unique college life story to share with Insider? Please send details to email address. This is neither powerful or unique. This is just someone who went over there and was antisocial, and now they're blaming everybody else because they didn't have a good time.
You should write a counterpoint op-ed and send it in and be like, you know what? I had a dope time.
I went to Italy in 2006. Here's why it was different.
I didn't think the locals were that nice. I'm gonna agree with her on that front.
Well, what were you wearing?
I was wearing yoga pants and some Air Max 97s and an oversized hoodie. And I was walking through, I had a Bluetooth speaker that was hanging off of my fanny pack that was just blasting Kid Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, that probably
it's
didn't help.
weird. Like the locals were like, dude, turn down. You've never met a motherfucker quite like me.
Yeah,
And I was like, no.
I don't know the problem.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I was like, you guys haven't heard Kid Rock?
Oh man,
I think it was lost in translation.
I miss the old country, man.
She wrote. Did we read the paragraph where she was just like getting annoyed of all the Americans wearing fedoras over there?
she's like, there's this one guy, this one particular feller.
Had a dope Panama hat.
Yeah, she's like, frat dudes are just walking through the streets in fedoras left and right.
He was carrying a beer funnel through the streets.
Kept asking for lean. Can't get lean over there.
Yeah, he was asking all these street vendors for the stickiest mota.
It's not even
What do they call it in Italy?
weirdly hard to get, by the way.
You tried?
Over there. The group I was with, we tried to get some weed.
You tried to burn?
There it was like I don't. This is like a long time ago, as I mentioned, but it was not easy.
What about cocaine?
No, we weren't trying to do that.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm trying to do is blow in Italy. Actually, when I was that age,
all of my friends were in Ibiza just getting drunk. It was disgusting. They were putting it all over their Instagram stories.
That sounds so sick.
She said she had a
That sounds
GPA
so
to
dope.
upkeep in an online internship. I mean, look, I respect that.
If you come
But-
back from studying abroad with a higher GPA than when you went there, like you're a loser.
There's a lot of people who don't get to go to schools like NYU and who don't get to participate in study abroad and who probably never get to go abroad. Like, so maybe have a different attitude. And even if you don't like the people you're with, there's enough to do. There's cheap trains. And as we mentioned, cheap flights where you can go to Rome. There's a lot going on there.
Roma.
You can do Venice.
Oh!
Might be a little overrated. Go to Pisa. You could go to anywhere. You could just go to a wine tasting tour right outside of Florence. You're in Tuscany. There's a lot.
Dude, I couldn't believe how inexpensive the wine tasting was over there.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Dude, wasn't that like the best part?
Unbelievable. Yes. When they gave me the bill, I was like, are you kidding me?
Like, how much are we talking?
He doesn't discuss that publicly, dude. Why would you?
Yeah,
He
what's
was,
your
he was literally about to answer the
What's your
question.
fucking problem, dude?
God,
Don't
dude.
ask me what the damage is.
There's 5 Pokemon cards.
Yeah. No, but like, if you go to Napa and then they give you the form and they're like, if you'd like to purchase any wine from our vineyard, and then you get the form and it's like, oh, cool, the cheapest bottle's like $180. I'm not doing that. They gave us the
Right.
form over there, and I was like, Sally, we're not signing up for anything. We're not doing this. And she was like, okay, all right, we gotta be steadfast. And we get the thing, and like the bottles of wine were like $20. It's like, yeah, we'll take some.
Fuck
We'll take some.
dude.
We spent more on olive oil. I'm like,
Hell
gang
yeah.
shit. Still going through that.
They like hand you one, and you just look at them and you say, "Again,
Oh, good.
again."
About the olive oil?
Dude, the olive oil there. Ooh,
I've been putting it on my chest before I got to the pool.
A lot of people don't know this. They grow their own olives over there, Dave.
Dude, I think a lot of people know that. On the low.
craft olive oil is the new wave.
Dude, facts.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a new company out there that they essentially look like if Sunday Scaries was an olive oil company. Dude, everyone's talking about them. You'll see it.
Hmm.
You'll get targeted on Instagram at some point soon. It'll happen.
Oh, this is a real thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had people reach out and they're like, is this you? No. No, it just looks the exact same.
You're not in the olive oil business,
Nah, I kind of, that sounds like a chill ass way to retire.
Will Corleone.
What if I told you I was just going to retire from content and go grow olives in Italy?
I think
You'd
you
be
would,
like,
that'd be
honestly, that
awesome.
I
sounds
think your
really
quality
cool.
of life would improve drastically.
I support your dream, man.
Yeah. Thank you. This is my last episode.
Just get out this rat race we're all stuck in.
Somebody once told me that like the olive oil you buy over here that's supposedly from Italy is it's like the mafia. It's mafia owned and it's not really olive oil from Italy. Someone we used to work with told me this, and I don't believe it. I feel like we would know about that by now. We would have put a stop to it. It's bad for business for both sides.
Was it intern Luca from Grand X?
It was intern Giorgio.
What if we just had a team of Italian interns? That'll be so sick.
That story would have a happy ending.
Gross, dude.
Come
You
on,
can't do that with
Dave.
interns,
darn
What are
bro.
you doing, man?
Sorry.
It's inappropriate, dude.
I don't know.
What did Dan Orlovsky do?
He's nasty.
Is he a nasty boy?
He's got it like that though.
You see this shit?
Him running out of the back of the end zone? Yeah, what are you doing, dog?
That happened a while ago.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not.
So Dan Orlovsky.
Did y'all see this play?
Former NFL quarterback. What show is he on, Dave?
Dude,
I don't know.
He's
First Take.
Some generically named ESPN show.
He's an NFL contributor.
Yeah, he's on First Take. He's on Take One.
He responded to a tweet from Marlon Humphrey.
Yeah, I know who that is for sure.
NFL football player.
Yeah, I know.
He's a football man.
Yeah, obviously know who Marlon Humphrey is.
Marlon Humphrey, he said, it'd be
I know
cool.
who he plays for too.
Basically said it'd be cool if in lieu of a towel, we got out of the shower and we were just blown dry. Oh, let me rephrase that.
Sounds pretty cool.
We dried via some kind of device that blows air on us.
Okay.
Like
a big hair dryer but for human bodies.
What's dude's favorite?
The Dyson, dude.
Is he Dyson? He likes the Dyson?
Yeah.
Dyson
I thought he was dunking
dryer.
on the Dyson. It's overpriced or whatever.
Well, the Dyson's the one with the diamond that points down, kind of. The one that you put your hands in and go up and down. I don't think that's a Dyson.
Okay.
I don't like those hand dryers.
Anyway.
Just give me a paper towel.
Dan Orlovsky responded. He said, question is, how many times do you use a towel post-shower till you throw it in the laundry?
There's something you left out. His first response to the initial tweet.
You're weirder than me,
You're
man.
weirder than me, man. He
Dude,
was not involved in
I like
the
that
parent
Dan's
tweet.
like, dude, I'm an absolute freak.
He just hopped in the replies.
Humphrey says, does anyone really like towels, though? I don't mind towels. I'll go ahead and say it.
Dude, I think towels are good.
I think towels are sweet.
They're fine.
If I'm at a hotel, I have like 6 towels on me at all times.
They serve their purpose.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Put one around the neck.
To which Dan Orlovsky replied, question is, how many times do you use a towel post-shower till you throw it in the laundry? I'm 30 times or so till it goes in.
Disgusting.
30 times?
That's disgusting. And you know what's even grosser about this? Dan Orlovsky is a former professional athlete. Like, he sweats on a regular basis. He's in good shape now.
All right, be honest. What's your number?
Like, my honest number at this point, I think there was a time in my life where I probably had a really gross number. At this point in my life, 4?
When I was a
Maybe?
single man,
uses or days?
Uses.
Okay.
when I was a single man and lived alone, well, lived with Parks half the time, but when it was just me, I was probably like 6 to 7, and that I've even felt weird about that. But now I'm about 5, 4 or 5.
Ever since moving, our main bathroom that I use has the washer and dryer in it. It makes it much easier for me to do this. I'm switching towels constantly.
Yeah.
I love it. I love a fresh towel.
30 times? That smells.
Dude, yeah, that's got to be that's mildewy, and you smell like mildew at that point.
He also mentioned that he showers twice a day because, there's workouts involved. So
he's team 2 showers. I respect that.
that second shower, he's getting that towel and he can still feel the dampness. And you don't want to feel the dampness with your towel. It's just not something you want to do.
No.
Eric Dampier over there.
The replies are pretty funny. That shit's nasty.
You want to share one?
Oh. Someone said Dan's towel at 29, and it's a picture of Towley
That's the one.
smoking weed.
That's the one I was hoping for.
Remember from South Park?
Mhm.
Towley. You want to get high? He's always high. It's a towel.
Would you rather? Okay, she's a 10, but would you rather be with someone who has had this towel practice or had the practice of not changing their sheets like ever, like most college guys don't?
I'd rather be a dirty towel user.
Randy, what are you laughing at?
Yeah, back to college for cheats.
Yeah. Sometimes I had to change them.
I had a roommate one time. You know him.
PP.
I won't say who it is. He went so long without washing his sheets that they hit the body oils, like all the net, it ate through his sheet and created big holes in his sheet. It was disgusting.
How? That's disgusting.
It was like t-shirt. It was one of those like t-shirt material sheets,
T-shirt sheets had a real moment back in the day.
It's one of those. It's gross, dog.
Yeah, dude, Dan Orlovsky sucks.
Oh, okay.
What?
No, that's fine. I don't mind that take.
He doesn't really do much for me, but
He just thinks he's way too smart.
He hopped up in this dude's reply. He like just responded. Like had nothing to do with it. He had no obligation to even interact with this tweet, and yet he put it out there. I respect it for content purposes. People were accusing him of seeking attention, and he said, "I'm on ESPN every day. I don't need attention." And I gotta say, great comeback.
That's good.
You got him. You did get him there, Dan.
Damn.
Fred on, good sir.
I don't know why anyone listens to him talk about playing football when he famously sucked.
There's a lot of that.
His analysis, it falls on flat ears with me, considering he lost most games that he started for us by a lot.
That's why you don't like him.
Correct.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot. All roads lead back to Detroit.
Yeah, he was a major factor in our 0-16 season.
Was he starter the whole season?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there was a single starter.
You don't go
Yeah.
0-16
with one.
You
with
go
one
through
guy.
a few starters.
I think Kitna was involved. I forget exactly who was involved, but yeah, Orlovsky was definitely in the mix. And,
Kitna would never, man.
oh, terrible.
Kitna stunk.
He was a good backup for the Cowboys.
What, didn't he do something weird?
Maybe something in the last couple of years. I don't know.
It would be cool if there was a big dryer though when you step out of the shower,
Someone has that,
like
right?
a car, like at the end of a car wash. You know?
An industrial fan.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I don't.
would that interest you?
Maybe.
You bend over, spread your cheeks in front of it, and get real dry.
Like, can you imagine if you just had a giant ass fan? Like, you're a little hungover, stepping out of the shower, you hit that fan button, it just blows you into the wall.
That sounds really strong. Yeah.
It'd have to be pretty strong to get you. Like, it's a lot of energy use,
You still got to use a towel on your hair though.
right? You can't just blow dry your hair every time. I mean, I guess you could, but
maybe
you're gonna have
you
you're
could.
gonna have mad feathery hair.
Maybe
Would you want it coming from above or below or from the side or just
Side.
all angles? Just
Side.
getting it. Just
All angles.
Oh,
I say this because this winter I started using a hair dryer to do that. I do a towel hair dryer mix, and it's phenomenal. We have bad airflow in my bathroom, so it gets really cold in there in the winter. So hair dryer all over the place. It's
Wow.
great. It's great.
Wow. In the UK, every
Interesting.
single place has the towel hanging thing that warms up your towel warmer.
really?
Every hotel we stayed at had a towel warmer. Even the like, we stayed in a very modest house that we rented, and even that had a towel warmer in it. Everything had a towel warmer.
Did you holler at that bidet?
I like a bidet, dude. We had a bidet sponsor, and I have one at my house now, and I absolutely love it.
You use it on the daily?
Not on the daily.
Hmm.
A few times a week.
Okay.
A few times a week.
Okay.
when we first moved to Austin, we lived in an apartment that it was fairly small, good location, but didn't really care for the actual apartment itself. But it did have the feature, and I don't know if this is looked kindly upon now, but the washer dryer in the bathroom. So right next to the shower. So
Very convenient.
wintertime, throw your clothes, towel in there. Get a little warm. Put it on. Use that warm towel. Very nice. It was a nice touch, some might say.
Okay.
Glad I brought it up.
30 times. What a freak. Good stuff, man. What, Will? Say it.
30 times.
Yeah. Nasty ass.
He smells like mildew, right?
It's got to.
You ever use someone else's towel at their place, like staying at their place for the weekend, and you smell it? You're like, oh my God.
He
what
probably
are you
just covers
doing?
it up with cool water cologne.
His towels smell so mildewy that, like, even after he washes them, they smell like mildew.
I got in trouble for putting wet gym shorts in my hamper. I have my own personal hamper, and it mildewed out my other clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And I ran them through the washer, and they all came out smelling like mildew, and I had to wash them again. It was really defeating. Don't let that happen. Little word to the wise.
That's a good tip, y'all.
I got a little inside track on, apparently our wives were talking about our laundry habits at a dinner recently, David.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that was a conversation that treated us well or not.
I'm
very particular.
interested.
I'm very particular about my stuff.
I do my own laundry.
I would
so-
prefer if I need to get my own hamper like you. I'm out here sharing one with Sally.
Ooh.
It's bad.
I
It's
don't
not
like I don't
good.
like mixed commingling. I don't commingle
No.
funds. I don't commingle clothing. What's mine is mine. This is
Dad-
not a community property state.
Daddy's
It
got
is.
his own hamper, but Bae throws her undies in there for some reason.
Don't do it. We're not doing undies.
Yeah.
I clean her undies for her.
Dude, stop saying undies.
All right.
Why?
Because it grows.
Should I say panties instead?
That's
Underwear?
worse. That is worse.
Exactly.
Just say underwear, dude.
Why is panties such a dirty word?
It is, man. I can't tell you why.
It never bothered me. Still doesn't.
It just,
Right up against the business. That's, you know.
yeah, I understand where they're positioned on the female body.
What's the business? We're on a podcast. You gotta use your
Rihanna
words.
over here.
The private parts. We can go on to the next thing. That's fine. We can move on. What's next? What's next on the old
Dude,
running?
stop.
A lot of momentum.
Relax, dude.
What's next on the old running? Oh, our friends at Squarespace.
Let's go hear from our
Let him
friends at
do it.
Squarespace. I'm a big Squarespace guy. If you go to a website that I've ever used or promoted, it's probably a Squarespace website. What Squarespace does is that they take people like me who have no web design experience and they make it very easy to make a beautiful website. Part of the reason I enjoyed Squarespace when I first started using them was because their websites looked so much better than other places that offer a similar service. It's just, it's a beautiful thing. Whether you're trying to sell something, whether you're trying to just blog, get your creative itch going, Squarespace is there for you. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. And you can stand out with a beautiful website. You can engage with your audience and you can sell anything, your products, the content you create, even your time. They even have it real easy to contact your customers by having a built-in mail system. You can send that email blast.
That's huge. Email strategy. Something to think about.
The easiest way to grow your business is by going to Squarespace, creating a website, and just making it happen. They make it so easy. Like I said, you don't even need any website design experience. Just go do it. Head to squarespace.com/steam for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use code STEAM to save 10% off your purchase of a website or domain. Again, that's squarespace.com/steam for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use offer code STEAM for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Give me that Christmas, Natty.
What did you guys do to celebrate National Potato Chip Day?
Weirdly, I didn't know that was today.
It was yesterday.
Yesterday.
What did you do to celebrate it?
I did have a couple Cool Ranch Doritos last night.
Yeah, not a potato chip.
I know. I'm just trying. It's in the chip family.
Why aren't they
It's in
potato
just
chips?
chip adjacent.
Why aren't they potato chips? Oh, because
They're made out of corn.
they're corn, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Corn
I
nuts.
didn't think about that. You know my feelings on Doritos, dude. Get them away.
That's so fucking stupid. No
Get them
offense.
away.
Doritos are probably the goat of chips.
Cool Ranch Doritos
You're a
is kind of
Sun
what I
Chips
grew up
guy.
on. I grew up on Cool
You're a
Ranch.
Sun Chips guy.
That's my favorite chip, but I also recognize a goat when I see one. And
you
it's a
and,
Cool
you and
Ranch
I
Dorito.
are
It's a
miles
generational
apart
thing.
on our
Dave,
chip
tell me I'm
preferences.
wrong.
I'm not.
All right.
I do love Cool Ranch Doritos. Nacho cheese Doritos, fine. Cool Ranch, oof, give me that bad breath, mama. That's what I would say because
There's
my
too
mom
much
packed my
shit on it.
lunches.
There's too much shit on these
Too much
chips.
fucking shit on the
There's
chips.
too much fucking shit on the
Oh,
chips.
it's so good.
You like the old
color
dress, like
scheme.
vinegar, salt, and all
Yeah.
the spice.
Yeah,
Will likes it.
that's worth it because they taste better.
Will only likes
That's worth
chips that
it.
are individually wrapped in saran wrap.
Yeah. Facts.
What a waste of time. Randy, help me out here. Our good friends at Subway in Frisco specifically, they are offering something that I think might interest you. Dylan, what do you see here on the screen?
Well, they have a foot-long potato chip that is shaped exactly like a foot-long sub at Subway. So you take the foot-long chip, you place it on the sandwich, and you got a little crunch, a little crispiness in every bite.
12 inches of crispness.
It's a 12-inch potato chip.
You won't find it a crispier 12 inches. You won't.
I can't believe this exists. This is kind of what you said. Maybe I should prefer this
Look,
because it's wrapped.
I know people might be dunking on this, but they shouldn't be because chips, first of all, a chip in a sandwich is really good.
I don't think this is practical. It's probably very messy to eat. You're going to have some crumbs. Not something you want to eat in your car for sure. But
You can't eat Subway.
don't
in
eat
the car.
Subway in your car. Don't eat the 12-inch crisp Subway in your car, especially. But as far as things that Subway's done, this is the first one that's like kind of got me back like, oh, maybe I should try that. Probably won't be in Frisco anytime soon, but
let's hypothetically say that you were never left off the schedule and you're still working at Subway, and you're still a piece of shit like you were when you.
I'd be assistant manager by now.
Are you doing any bits with this footlong chip?
Like what?
I mean, like right now, looking at it, I would do. So we would make our own crazy sandwiches. People, you work there, ingredients, make your sandwich. I'm looking at that and wondering how good the tomato sauce would be with some cheese, some black olives, and throwing the meatballs on there. A meatball crisp sandwich, almost like a piece of bread that just has the meatballs on it, but it's a chip.
That's not where I would take this thing, but I respect your decision here. Yeah.
And when you're making this sandwich for somebody, all you're thinking about is do not crack this 12-inch chip.
Dude, right? Like, 'cause if you crack one of those chips, it's over. What's y'all's go-to if you're on the highway and you have to eat? Dave, update your Norton antivirus, my guy.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Come on, dog.
Remind me tomorrow.
You're on the highway and you're like, babe, we got to go eat. What's your top dog pullover spot?
I usually look for Chick-fil-A because I feel like they have the system of all the chain restaurants, fast food restaurants. They're the most like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not efficient, no, but like.
See, my fear with Chick-fil-A is that they're so popular that I worry that if I pull over at a Chick-fil-A when I'm on the highway, that I'm going to be in a line of like 20 cars.
Right, but they're gonna do it right. If you pull over, if you get a Burger King in some, sure,
no one's doing Burger King, dude.
That's what I'm saying. But like a Burger King
down real bad
in like some nowhere town is probably gonna be like mega sketch. A Chick-fil-A, like they have a certain standard that they all have to adhere to. Consistently, high quality.
Burger King's regular Winnie the Pooh. Chick-fil-A is Winnie the Pooh in a tuxedo with a monocle.
That's right.
Your boy's stopping at McDonald's and getting those nugs.
Another one who
the reason I do the nugs is because they're so in control while you're driving.
McDonald's is also very consistent.
It's a controlled situation.
Do you dunk and drive?
I have my wife sit in the passenger seat and she will dunk it and then she will hand it to me and then I will eat it.
Quality control. That's a word a phrase I was looking for.
Glad we got there.
High standard of quality control.
I want to say Chick-fil-A, but realistically, if I see a Wendy's, I'm pulling through and getting their chicken sandwich, and I'm probably getting some nugs on the side, and I might even get a Frosty if I'm feeling wild.
Their nugs are only okay.
Yeah, I know.
I like the rest of what you're doing.
I like their nugs.
The nugs, spicy nugs though.
Yeah, they do have the spicy nugs, but
spicy Johns.
They're not my top nug.
Who is your top?
They're
nug?
up there for me. I really like them.
Lately, it's been like.
Don't say McDonald's.
Like top actual?
Yeah.
It's McDonald's, dog. I love them,
man.
I love them, dude.
I haven't had McDonald's in a while.
I love them. I can't ride for Chick-fil-A hard enough because I don't. It's not my default rotation. It's not my brain. I never go there. I never go there like alone. It's not something I do. Their nugs are probably better pound for pound than the McDonald's, but when I crave nugs, for some reason, McDonald's is my spot.
Also, man, I might pull over at the Texas stop sign.
DQ.
Arby's.
Randy and I had to mansplain DQ the other day.
To whom?
To noted friend of the pod, Phil, of Club Cool fame.
He doesn't know DQ?
He thought it was a
No,
Texas
he knows
thing?
DQ, but we kind of had to explain that the marketing in Texas was so good that there's a lot of people in Texas that think like DQ is just like mainly a Texas place.
Yeah.
Are they not headquartered here?
Minneapolis.
The fact that Randy knows that is so fucking awesome.
Why do you know that?
So fucking
Did you work there? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's because when I figured out this thing about the Texas DQ, I wanted to look up, and the flagship store is Illinois, and the headquarters in Minneapolis. Okay. Midwest stand up, Midwest house. Thanks for having us out.
Very cool shout out. Okay.
Anyway, I'm on board with the footlong potato chip, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, this is not a bad thing.
Here's a map of where all the DQs are, David.
There's many of them.
There's many of them. Many of them. Not a lot out west.
Have you had Brahms?
Brian?
Brahms. You familiar with Brahms?
I heard of it. I don't really know. I'm not super familiar.
Okay. Pretty good burger.
My only problem with this is that the baked Lay's potato chip is probably one of the worst chips out there.
It's
Correct.
a top 3 bottom chip.
It
No
tastes
offense, but
like
you have the
bottom
vibe of
3
someone that
chip.
would like those.
It tastes like chalk.
I could see you unjustifiably riding for those because they're healthy.
It has no flavor. No, come on,
So,
man. Give me some respect.
My ungrateful take of the day that I'm about to dish out at our old place when the people next door would buy too many lunches and they would bring over the leftovers to us, which is very nice. Shout out to them. They're great. I'd reach in there, grab the sandwich, and I'd reach in there and pull out. If I pulled out the baked Lay's, it just ruined my day. Honestly, like I would call in the next day. It ruined 2 days.
If you get one of those like boxes of like it has a mix of different kinds of chips in there, those are always the ones that are left at the end.
Yeah, because
no one touches them.
They're trash.
Because they suck. Tastes like a shoe.
I'll take whatever trans fat's in the regular Lay's over just eating that chalk.
Yeah.
I think the Lay's kettle cooked chips are vastly underrated. I don't think they get the respect that they deserve.
Okay.
Just putting that out there.
Okay.
Did we do a chip draft? We did do a chip draft.
Yeah, I won.
You're decent at drafting.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
I don't think
that.
you won that one though.
Wasn't your top pick Bugles?
Dylan's top pick was probably
No, but-
fucking Cool Ranch Doritos.
Are you trying to talk shit on Bugles? Because they're sick.
It's not you can get that like in the late rounds. It's gonna be there.
Right,
You can't
but
reach for it.
I'll enjoy it.
Yeah, you can have Bugles, dude.
Thank you.
You're gonna take Chex Mix in your fucking first round like an idiot.
We really did it already.
Chex
You can go
Mix
look
is
at-
great.
Pull the tape.
I know, but Dylan doesn't like the. What's your least favorite Chex Mix part? You and I differ on this as
The
well.
pretzel.
The pretzel.
Why is Klein here again?
Dude,
He's making a lot of appearances.
Pretzels stink. It's
We're
just,
not.
It's
I can't go down this road. We don't have
it's
time to-
salted
We gotta do
cardboard.
Bit
We don't
Madness.
have
We
time
can't
to go down
argue
this
about
road,
food.
dude.
Salted cardboard.
We don't have time. Pretzels are so good.
Yeah, when you dip them in fucking beer cheese and shit.
I'll dip something in beer
It's
cheese.
a top 5 golf course snack.
Why would I dip it in beer cheese and shit? That's gross, dude.
Not like one big pretzel, like a bag of like rolls go.
Pretzels stink.
Dude, they're so good. And part of the reason I like them on the golf course too is because they're under control. I'm not going to get a bunch of Cheeto dust on my fingers for my next shot.
For me, it's the juxtaposition. The saltiness with the crispiness of the pretzel itself.
I once had someone on the golf course.
Those aren't juxtaposed.
Yeah,
For
they
me.
are, dude.
For me.
For Dave, they are. I was once on the golf course and somebody was eating Doritos. It clearly wasn't me, as I don't eat Doritos. Correct? Have you guys ever
You
seen
need
me
to
eat a
change
Dorito?
that about yourself.
And somebody was eating Doritos in our cart, and I looked over later in the round, and I looked down at my golf towel, and I saw some Dorito dust on my golf towel. I almost
That's
fought on
a
the
Dave
golf
move
course.
for
I almost
sure.
fought on the golf course. I
Who
was
was
like,
it?
dude, you gotta be. I don't remember who it was now. Is that Lions? I'm struggling to remember, but I was like, dude, what?
You say it's a Dave move, but there's one person here who there's some precedent for mistaking his partner's bag for his own, as you have put and taken clubs out of my bag many times. Like, do you have my 6-iron?
Do it all the time, yeah.
You're really bad about
Our irons
that.
have the same heads on them.
They do, but we have totally different bags.
In my bag, baby.
It's true.
It was probably you. Fucking put your Dorito
I would
dust all
never
over
do
my
that.
towel, all over my NLU towel,
I just
dog.
wipe them on my pants.
I need
Don't
to
do that.
I need to re-up on my NLU towel.
I know I'm about to wash them, so I just
They need to
want
send us some.
I had to get rid of mine. Sally told me it was too gross.
What?
Well,
You're only washing it every 30 days?
I got my boys rubbing their fucking chip hands all over it.
You got
dude.
Orlovsky just drying off with it?
Yeah, I'm rocking that.
Twice a
I'm
day?
rocking that Seamus golf towel right now. Shout out Seamus.
Make it happen, DJ. You don't have to start.
Royalty-free music. Introducing Bit Madness Round 2, baby.
We need to re-up on that Shutterstock.
Dude, round 1 was a movie. If you're not familiar with Bit Madness, welcome to March, baby. Here we have a bunch of things that our listeners ranked and voted on, and they got put it into a bracket, and we are going to do round 2 today. All these bits are homegrown, baby. It's that good, those hydroponic bits.
For the most part.
Famously, we definitely stole.
we definitely stole
We
that
definitely
from
stole that. Yeah, we
DJ
might
and
steal
Pete.
some bits. In the Too Much Dip bracket, that's where we're going to start today, my friends. Shout out to Too Much Dip.
Oh, man.
We got number 1 seed overall. I know it, but can you explain it? Versus number 8 seed Brick Merriman.
This is a tough matchup for the number 1 seed.
Not going to lie, it's a real tough
I'm going to start
matchup.
us off with a heater. Upset alert. Brick Merriman moves on.
What?
Brick moves on.
You
Hurts
know?
nobody. Grows the economy.
You know? I'm on board with that. I'm going brick.
Randy loves it.
I'm going brick.
Randy loves nothing
It's
more.
March Madness, baby. We got an upset. The number 1 seed. Down goes the number 1 seed.
That's a headliner, man.
This is March.
Down goes a 1 seed.
Number 5, what's the damage versus number 4, as that's the only way she can eat fajitas. What is the damage? What's the damage going to be at Red Lobster tonight, boys?
Not bad, I think.
$200?
I think we're okay.
200?
Probably 210 with tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Dylan tips.
Yeah. Don't let Dylan sign the.
Yeah.
I'll probably go ahead and leave a tip as long as the service is okay. Look,
This is a hard one for me.
Look, as this is the only way she can eat fajitas is a fantastic one, but it's an older one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the damage is it's its time, its year. I'm going. What's the damage?
I think it's what's the damage for your boy.
Oh,
It's got to be. I don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love the fajita lady. I'm going through a thing, but what's the when somebody starts talking about
What are you
something and they
going
clearly
through?
don't want to say how much it costs, it feels really good to ask them what the damage is.
He's in his shredded cheese era, Dave.
I am.
That's right.
I am.
That's right. I forgot about
I am.
that.
I hate to say this, best shredded cheese in
Well,
Austin, Texas is at Maudie's.
That's a bummer. I would have chosen fajitas, but that's the way the bracket goes, man.
I'm willing to sizzle soon. Do you guys want to go sizzle on Monday?
Red Lobster. Do you
Yes.
get lobster fajitas?
Yes, I do.
Because I'm doing meat Monday now. So on Mondays, I'm cleared to eat meat.
I'll sizz with a player.
Okay. Okay. We have number 3, the college hunks versus number 6, Bay changing Dylan's last name from Chivery to Chevrolet.
I let her off too easy on that one, I think.
I can't believe the college hunks are a 3 seed. I don't think they earned it. They're coasting on their past accomplishments.
They did leave a lasting impression on me.
I'm going to vote against them because they did get blood on our couch, and so I'm going to go with Bay changing Dylan's last name.
They got it off, though.
I gotta
Gross.
say, man, they've been making a living off their looks and just their general hunkiness and like their athletic bodies and their cute personalities. That being said, the hunks go through for me.
I just remember we sold the blood couch.
Blood.
We had to disclose it.
Couch.
It's just state law.
Like, hey, just so y'all know, there's hunk blood.
There
on
is
this
hunk
couch.
blood. You only have to disclose if it's hunk blood. Do you think that whoever bought it for that reason, and they're somewhere cloning the hunks
I don't think so.
for like their own hunk army?
Probably not.
It's
but
like the God Squad on Righteous Gemstones.
I can't completely rule it out, but I don't think that's what's happening.
Okay, it's just a theory.
Hey, Onus, man.
Y'all voted for each of them so far?
Yeah, that's how you got the onus.
Fuck.
Onus Schwagner over here.
Bay changing my last name moves on one more round, but it's probably toast.
Yeah,
after this.
I think
Wow.
they've had a good tournament, but I'm worried that they're not going to last very
Yeah,
much longer.
they're
I
about to
thought
run
you
into
might
a
be
buzzsaw.
trying to part ways with that one because
They're about to run into an absolute buzzsaw in this next round.
Number 10, headlines. One of our favorite things to do on this podcast versus number 2, Brett spotting fake celebrities at Carve.
look, I've been privileged. I've been privileged to go to Carve with Brett many times,
Dude, if there's one person to go to Carve with, it's Brett.
Yep.
It's Brett. He's
Even
the Carve guy.
If Alyssa and I go on a date there, I always call him like, "Hey man, you want to just third wheel up?"
If Randy wants to pivot to Carve tonight, I would go. It's been a while.
Oh come on.
I could do Meat Wednesday. Okay.
We're talking about a $900 difference in tab.
Man, don't
Just so
worry
y'all
about
know.
that. Deficits don't matter. Give me celebs at Carve moves on. It's too funny, and it's gonna keep happening.
I need Brett to start taking photos with people that just look generically like some other celebrity at Carve.
There's no way in hell that this is not moving on. So
Okay.
let's just go ahead and fill
Put it
in.
on there. Put it on the board. We're moving down now to the other bracket that would be known as the Sunday Scaries bracket. We have number 2, Frat Dave versus number 7, Got That Dog in Him.
Mm-hmm. Some would say Fred Dave got that dog in him.
I would say Frat Dave has so much dog in him that I'm going to ride with Frat Dave.
Oh man, I miss my old lab that I had in college. Had to give it away. Didn't have time for it.
What was his name?
Shooter?
Wow.
Yeah,
Remington?
good dog, great bird dog.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You take him a lot?
yeah, a couple times.
Dude, there's some allegations that Frat Dave might be a Nepo baby.
Yeah, well, my dad is CEO of Goldman Sachs.
Are you a legacy?
We don't talk about that publicly.
Oh.
I mean, you get me a bid.
Yeah, you were a first round bid. I remember.
Yeah, that's right. 100%.
You were so frat. I remember.
These new guys fucking suck, though, dude. I went by the house the other day.
The worst pledge class ever.
Not good. I'm
they're
going to go Frat Dave.
Frat Dave moves on.
People like it.
Frat Dave moves on.
Yeah.
It's the way it should be.
Yeah. A high seed matchup or a low seed matchup? Do we ever come to
Don't know.
a determination on this?
Still don't know.
Number 11, stretching your piece, which is where you elongate your wiener by stretching it out, versus number 14, Hundo P. Backer, which is just people that have listened to every single episode. Shout out to them and their families. This is a tough one. I didn't expect to have an 11 versus a 14.
I have so much love for our Hundo P backers out there. So much love. But unfortunately, stretching your piece is still really funny to me. So for that reason, it moves on for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to do here. I'm gonna ride with the backers. I'm gonna put the onus on Dave because it's tough voting against the backers. But if you're gonna vote against them, doing it with stretching your piece ain't the worst way to do it.
Yeah, for me, it's SYP. We're stretching pieces in the next round.
Yeah. Hey, FYP, get out of here.
I do love
It's SYP season.
I do love my Hundo P backers.
But you like stretching your penis more.
That 1 minute of content we just did there, show that to your friends who are on the fence about listening.
Yeah, tell them there's a loading phase. Number 4, Brett's financial advice versus number 12, El Glizadente.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Who hates the bit more?
They've got experience.
I'm worried
They've got experience in the tournament.
I'm really worried that one of Brett's investments is going to hit. And then we're going to
lose Brett.
It's going to be all ruined for us. Like, we can't make fun of his financial advice.
That's why I'm going to go with. Yeah, I feel bad for Brett because I think he's smarter than he gets credit for. I'm going to go with El Glizadente.
He bought land with the purpose of installing solar panels, but he hasn't done the solar panel part of it. So he just has land just sitting there. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to buy it now. They're not making more of it. They kind of are making more of it. The oceans are going down at a rapid clip.
Of course, the islands right off of Dubai, those little sand islands, you pointed that out one time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Mark Twain,
you're
an idiot.
As the saying goes, Dave, buy real estate because they're not making more of it,
Yeah.
Yeah. Volcanoes.
Right.
Facts, dude. I've been saying that too.
well said.
A lot of money in them, T. Was the onus on me?
They're mountains, T. They're exploding.
Or is BFA moving on?
I'm voting BFA on this.
It's all encompassing, and even though there's a similar bit across the bracket, it's BFA for me.
Oh, come on.
El Glizadente is a former champion.
Exactly, dude. They got that pedigree. They got that pedigree, dog.
If it makes next year's tournament, I swear to God.
Number 8, Mondo versus number 1, Randy posting grams mid-pod.
I still think Randy put this as a 1 seed on his own. Like, it wasn't supposed to be a 1 seed.
I have faith in the process, and I have. I'm going to award an integrity point to Randy since I know that he didn't do that.
Like, if these seedings were switched, I would totally believe it.
I would too.
I'm going Mondo. It's still really funny to me.
All right. Do you want us to wait to do the next side of the bracket when you're back from doing that?
Stop.
I'm going to go Randy posting grams.
Oh, you're going to put the onus on me?
It's funnier to me because I'm the only one who can really see that he's doing it because I've got a view, and I notice it every time.
Here's the thing. There might be some instances where this isn't true, what I'm about to say. But overall, I am very averse to doing content that's about doo-doo.
Randy.
I don't like it. I don't enjoy talking about it. When other people do it, I don't enjoy it. When someone would submit something, I don't know, maybe J-Bone to a former website that we edited, I wasn't a big fan of poop content. And
not a lot of people
I'm going to maintain that by voting for Randy posting grams mid-pod from @RandyTrimbacki.
Are you kidding? Mondo doesn't move on?
Oh, it's an AC.
Check my record, dude. Check my record. I don't appreciate poop content in general.
If Randy was really in his bag, he would have posted one just now.
I'll go on record saying that I had corn nuts moving on in the first round. So,
wow, that would have been a huge upset.
What is that? I don't.
Corn nuts.
Oh,
corn
yeah.
nuts.
That.
Had a long conversation the other day with the originator of corn nuts.
Does he know he's famous?
I think there's a little confusion regarding why the corn nuts joke has made it from middle school up until the age of 36. But We go on. Number 1 on the mail-in bracket, the cinematic universe of Marvel, otherwise known as Cum, versus Dylan going mega viral. Still think it should be called Parks going mega viral, as he's the one who'd made the joke.
Oh, did he write the tweet?
Pretty much.
He doesn't even
Is
have
Dylan
Twitter.
going mega viral really even a bit or just a thing that happened?
Just a really dope thing.
It'd be cool if you made that into a recurring bit instead of just a one-time bit.
If I could go viral
true.
like every week, that'd be huge for my brand.
Go
For
viral
our
today.
How many followers did you get from that? Honest question.
About like 1,800, I think,
Really?
on Twitter.
That's insane because
then
my most viral tweet, which was not a good tweet, by the way, it was a very much throwaway tweet. I gained net 1 follower from it.
Really?
And it had thousands.
That's so annoying.
Wow.
It was hilariously bad.
I
He
got
shadow banned.
about 200 Instagram
You're
followers.
talking about the jab.
I have a theory. I have a theory that if you block Elon, that there's definitely an algorithm thing that makes you less likely.
You're getting
to
some
have
blowback, some Elon blowback.
For sure. I think that if there's an algorithm that suits Elon, I'm definitely on the bad part of that at this point.
For me, it's the cinematic universe of Marvel. And I will say to the listener who recently canceled his Patreon because we only did 1 episode.
Sorry, bud.
I'm sorry. I got to get caught up on those movies. We'll do another one. We'll have to get Cool Adam down here. And the 3 of us, we will ride again for the cinematic universe of Marvel.
Oh. Did you vote already?
No, I'm scared to. I don't really know what to vote for.
All right, I'll give you the onus. I'm going Dylan going mega viral.
Oh wow, voting for himself. Voting for himself.
Not a good look.
Honestly, I would vote for Cum if y'all did a second one. I need the second coming. And so I'm gonna go with Dylan going mega viral as it contributed a lot to our podcast following.
Yeah.
I want you guys to do another Cum. Can I come on the next one? Let me
No.
watch one movie.
No.
I'm gonna watch Ant-Man.
Sorry, we're closed.
Number 5, the homie sack tapping Dorn versus number 13, Doug Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome.
I don't know how
Doug Dimmadome.
Dimmadome is 13.
Dimmadome.
Dimmadome's
Dimmadome's a top
wrong.
5 seed.
I
Dimmadome moves on for me.
really.
It was. I didn't know what it was when I saw Randy on Halloween. I didn't even ask. I was just like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
What the freak, yo?
And the more I've learned, and the further he's taken it, like to game day, it's always cracks me up. So I'm going with Dimmadome.
I love my son very much, and I love that he's a little character who's gonna sack tap me in front of his little female friend. But I'm a Doug Dimmadome guy.
Didn't that happen at Putt Putt or like a mini golf?
Peter Pan mini golf.
I don't
Dude.
know why that makes it so much.
See,
better.
no offense to Doug Dimmadome, I love the guy, but the homie sack tapping you was a really big moment, just in general.
I was in shock.
is big for his development.
Yep. We have number 3, Dave being the favorite on the pod versus number 11, Elizabeth Holmes' voice.
Oh man.
Can you give an example of that, Dylan?
See, this is not fair.
Sort of fairness. Dave is my favorite. My favorite on circling back. I'm Elizabeth Holmes.
I'm voting Elizabeth Holmes. I don't know why. It's my favorite bit Dylan does. I love it for some
Really?
reason. I love it. I think it's because I think Elizabeth Holmes is hilarious to make fun of. And the Amanda Seyfried performance that she put in on that Hulu series really solidified this for me. I love it.
David?
I'm going with Dave being the favorite because I don't like to mock a girl boss who won and then lost it all. Well, she did win.
I think Will just talked me into choosing Elizabeth Holmes. He just gassed me
Dude,
up
I love
so
it.
much.
I don't know. I love it.
Elizabeth Holmes.
I like Dave being the favorite because we need a favorite.
Yeah, that's not even a bit. It's just a fact that you're everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
So
that's
nice.
true.
Can't help it, man. I'm just a premier podcaster.
I like the juxtaposition of this lineup. Number 10, Old Gene versus number 2, the juxtaposition. This is hard. Old Gene loved when 2 things complemented each other well.
Gene is man.
Is
He's
that
been around the block.
is that a touching base bit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like early
Like week
touching
3.
base. I don't know how it started. I would like to pull tape on the origin.
I promise you,
It's going to be
There's no
hard to find that
context.
tape.
it's not going to be something that you can see like as you're listening to the show, like, oh, I see that's where it kind of is derived from. It's just something that happened.
Is it Dave
And
John?
I don't know why.
To Dave John?
Yes. This is the John I want people to think about when they think of Dave.
Well, it's up against another Dave John.
But that being said, I'm voting for the juxtaposition.
I am too. It pisses Dylan off. I don't know why you hate that, but I like that you hate it. So
I gotta balance out the Dylan just getting the Elizabeth Holmes voice through with the juxtaposition.
Now we're moving down to the brunch bracket. Number 2, filling up on chips and salsa versus number 7, leveraging AI tools. This is easy for me.
I'm now getting tagged every time a 20-year-old shithead makes $1 million leveraging AI tools.
You're hustle culture Dave, dude.
Oh my God.
I'm absolutely riding.
I almost put it on the rundown.
For chips and salsa. Dave getting full on chips and salsa is the best.
This dude...
Never seen a chip I didn't like.
This dude straight up ghosted town on chips and salsa.
Is that why you got vaccinated?
That's true.
This is
I get vaccinated every day.
But it's not a bit. He actually does this. And he will pile the salsa on that chip.
It's not a bit. This is real. I love salsa.
I've never seen someone eat so much salsa.
My salsa to chip ratio is pretty wild.
That Matt's salsa is hot, Davey.
Dude, they keep those jalapeno seeds in there. They're not messing around.
I like sitting next to your wife for a lot of reasons.
Chill, dog. Chill, dude.
But she doesn't touch the salsa, so I just put her bowl in front of me. We were sharing a bowl, and it was just all me. So I had my own person, like a double dip, even triple dip.
That's real cute.
Yeah. Does that make you jealous that I ate her salsa?
Someone getting a phone call?
It's me. I'm sorry. It's fucking spam.
No, it doesn't make me jealous. I'm happy for you guys. You guys have that.
You saw me down there.
Have that together. Yeah. I'm going to go chips and salsa too.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm so anti-AI. Bag of Bones should have beaten AI in the first round.
They're taking our gerbs,
Number 6, why is that? Versus number 3, Brett owning land in West Texas.
Man, you don't even have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we even need to say it? This has got serious Final Four potential, if not championship potential.
I don't see y'all voting against Brett owning land in West Texas.
It's going to be really
difficult. I'm worried about this. Yeah, because
this next round.
This next round is a good matchup. I mean,
it's a great matchup on
paper.
Next
week we got number 2 filling up on chips and salsa versus Brett owning land in West Texas.
That's tough.
It's tough. Oh, we got number 4 Dumois Dave versus number 5 Famously. Dumois Dave hasn't made very many appearances lately, and that's where I kind of are we running low on tea?
It's just a lot of stories to go through. If you follow Dumois, you understand.
There's too many.
It's like a 20-minute stop down.
When we started saying Famously after the Brunch Boys started doing Famously, I didn't realize how ingrained in my brain it would become. It's something I say accidentally all the time, especially on the podcast, and it's something that's crept into me just talking in general conversation. It always confuses people when they say, what? Famously? And because it's become so ingrained in me, I have to vote for Famously. It's in every fiber of my being at this point.
We've gotten a lot of use out of Famously. It's a very funny bit. And I love giving a little nod to our friends Pete and DJ whenever we do it. It's moving on for me. I do enjoy Dumois Dave, though. TBH.
Man, sounds like it.
Give me the tea all day, Dave.
You get no tea.
Okay.
We're out.
Running low on it.
Last one. Aziz voice, number 8 seed versus number 1 Zakard. It's got to be Zakard, right?
Tough matchup for Aziz here.
Yeah, Aziz going to have to take an L here. What?
Should we have had Duda on for Zakort?
Dun, dun, dun.
He says there's some facts out there that just weren't discussed.
Really? I've been doing my own research. I've been doing my own research on this, and everything's coming up that Duda misuses Zakard.
He doubled down, and look, while I respect it, there are consequences.
I still think he's got to turn his card in for at least a month. That's his punishment.
No, you can't ban a man from eating pizza.
We have rules, Will.
We do live in a society.
Zakar moves on.
Wow.
Shit.
Thank you.
This Weekend in Fun, presented by our friends over at Roback. Dylan's wearing a Masters themed, I don't know if you're allowed to say that technically, but he's wearing a Masters colored hoodie today that is quite clean and fresh. Don't do that, Dylan. No one wants to see this. No one wants
to see it. I sure am. I love this thing. Masters green. It's got the yellow pull string. What do you call them?
Drawstring. Pull string.
Yeah, whatever.
Stretch it out.
Same diff.
Stretch it out.
I love their hoodies, man.
If you pull on it, does it stretch out? These guys have everything. They got polos, they got joggers, they got quarter zips, hoodies, tees. They even have women's clothing, guys. If you're a sweat boy like me, Roback's the company for you. Whole squad dry.
Yeah.
It's amazing how dry you can be while coming through dripping.
Moisture has no chance.
No.
The white Roback hat, I wear it to the gym, I wear it to the golf course, I wear it to the office often. It's a great cap. Very breathable.
Are you not
I
capping?
sweat a lot, and I'm fine in that somehow.
No cap?
Right.
Go make it happen. We love Roback. You should too.
Did you give them the promo code yet?
Backer 20. 20% off anything on the site.
Backer
20. Gets you 20% off everything on the site. Dylan, what are you getting into this weekend?
Thanks for asking, Will. You already know what it is, man. Tonight.
I don't think I do.
Tonight is Red Lobster. Red Lobster night for Randy's 3-year Washed Media anniversary.
What's the order?
We let him pick. He went Chili's, Longhorn Steakhouse, and now Red Lobster. It's a power lineup from our friend Randy. I'm doing boiled lobster. I don't know what I'm gonna pair it with yet. I like boiled lobster with melted butter. That's my thing. Love it.
That butter better be melted. That's all I'm gonna say.
It will be. The rest of the weekend, I don't have a whole lot going on. I'll be watching some basketball, of course. There's a tournament about to start. Got Parks on Friday and Saturday. We don't have a plan yet.
Dude, famously for the boys.
Yeah, might step out. Might get a babysitter Saturday and step out. Not sure what you guys are going to be up to, but maybe we can link. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I don't want to see you guys. I don't know.
Okay.
Wow, wishy-washy Dylan over here.
That's all I got, man.
You sound like our friend at NYU.
If y'all hop on a plane to
What's her problem,
Ibiza,
dude?
I'll go with y'all.
I don't know. I'm wondering if the editor wronged her. I don't think they did though.
That girl's she's definitely already sent an email being like, can you take this down? Like, it's not going
Getting
well
a lot
for
of
me.
blowback, a lot of heat on this one.
What are you doing, Dave? You doubling down this weekend?
Man, pretty wide open outside of. I'm going to watch a lot of college basketball. We've got the trilogy fight, Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards.
Yeah, I've been saying that.
In England. I want to be watching that. I'll see if Micah and Dan want to go watch the fights. We always almost go watch them, but Micah always brings up a great point. Dan wants to go to the east side to watch them. Micah's like, I live in Dripping Springs. That's like an hour ride back in an Uber. You don't want to do that. Maybe we'll make something happen. Maybe we'll do it at somebody's house. Maybe Micah will host us. Probably not, but maybe. Other than that,
Wouldn't hate an
man,
invite to that.
Weather looks interesting.
I actually enjoy watching cage fights. And
I think the time might be
Isaiah Thomas meme.
I got to find out what time because it is in England.
It is.
So
Famously in the UK.
If it's an excuse to link with the squad, I'm into it.
Okay. Weather is interesting. We're gonna have a significant cool down. It's gonna be sunny and in the 50s Friday and Saturday. Sunday looks yuck. I'll probably get to the range. I probably won't do any yard work. I don't want to have any more colossal mistakes that I'm still hearing about to this day. So yeah, I'll probably just go to the course, chip and putt for a little bit, maybe hit some balls.
Damn. You know what it is for your boy, dude. I might go to Red Lobster every single night this week. I might go Wednesday, I might go Thursday, I might go Friday, I might go Saturday. Might do it. Might mash that Red Lobster button.
That's too much Red Lobster.
I feel like the people want me to go boiled lobster, and I don't know if that's in the cards for me. I think I might get loco with it. I might get that scampi.
Jesus.
There's a lot of it's gonna be scampi.
You're not getting scampi.
Did Scampi not make the tournament?
No.
It's too fresh, I think.
No, dude.
Oof, that's the best.
Yeah. That's how we like it. That's how we like it. Again, you might as well call us a Dixie Chicks song because there's a lot of wide open spaces in this weekend. You know what I mean?
They're just the chicks
Just
now.
the chicks now.
They dropped the dicks.
They put on a good show. She
I've
brings
heard.
out her dad and he plays dobro with her. Pretty cool.
Dude, Earl, he just had to die. That's the thing.
He was in the
I feel like
trunk.
murdering him in cold blood was a little overboard, but that's just me.
Well,
That's just me. Not sure.
He
yeah.
fucked around and found out.
what you decided to do is, behind closed doors.
Dude, I mashed that Austin FC button last night. I got Verde. I grew the legend last night.
Were you hungover today?
And I'm still hungover, yeah. And so I decided to do that with Hot Colin. And luckily for me, I'm seeing Hot Colin again this weekend at his son's birthday party.
What if I get just mega faded this or tonight at Red Lobster?
You could. I'm worried about my status at Red Lobster after the time went on last night. But when the pints are flowing, dude, it's CONCACAF Champions League.
I wish I was better friends with Hot Colin. He's fun. He's a fun dude.
He told me the exact opposite about you last night.
The age gap between y'all is a little.
How old is Hot Colin?
13.
Yeah, he's a child.
Don't come on. You call him Hot Colin. You can't.
Yeah, he runs hot. He sweats a lot. Wait, have you been calling him Hot Colin because you think he's attractive? He's 13.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hot Colin's probably in his 30s, if I had to guess. Yeah.
It's a hot dude.
I thought he was like 28.
Dude.
Interesting.
I didn't see you at the game last night. A match.
I didn't know there was a game last night, TBH.
Yeah, dude.
I need to take part.
Those on TV.
We played Violet, dude, from Haiti. I'll be honest, Dave. Part of the reason I went to the game was because I knew I wouldn't be able to watch it on TV, and I kind of wanted to see it. It was pretty easy to go. Tuesday night tickets are cheap in Austin, Texas. Boys were buzzing. Anyway, yeah, I don't have anything going on. I really want to play golf soon, and I kind of regret not getting a tee time this weekend. I might have to do some poking around and try to find one this weekend because it's been too long. And your boy's trying to get his handicap down. I want to be sub 10 by September.
Is next week Dell match play?
It is.
See,
it is
the final Dell match play in Austin, Texas.
Yep.
Okay,
it's gonna be big. Next week I'm going to Taylor Swift, so I might keep some in the tank this weekend.
Oh, I got T Swift.
You guys heard of her
too? Okay, let's rock.
Bye.
Well, that's all.
Sorry.